Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, 100% Pure Elvis. It's so good to see you all again, and as always I hope this all finds you well, and a big massive welcome to each and every one of the new subscribers who have joined the channel recently. On this upload today I'm going to be sharing with you a charity shop purchase that I made today for only £1. So today I just went to my local shops, a 10-minute walk from where I live in the United Kingdom. We have about 4 charity shops on this main high street. And you know what I'm like, I love going into charity shops to look at vinyl, books, etc. And one of the charity shops, Age UK, it's a great charity shop near where I live in Coventry. I was scouring through the book section and I picked up for £1 this book, Elvis in His Own Words. It is a first pressing from 1977. And again, for me, it's in really good nick. There's not that much wrong with it. Slight scuff marks on the spine. But besides that, I had a good look through the book when I seen it in the entertainment section, and for me I can see no imperfections whatsoever. I have seen this book before online for around 10, 15, 20 pound, but I've never seen one in the flesh to be able to look through. So for £1 whole, again I had to add this to my Elvis Presley book collection. So I loved that front cover design as well, that lettering of Elvis in his own words, and that 1950s image of Elvis there on the front cover. So this book is by Mick, Farren and Pearce Marchbank. So as I was saying, this is an original pressing from 1977. It's not a very thick book, but again, it's got great photos inside. The back cover, an image of Elvis from 1970 or 1969, and some text underneath. You can see the original price when you would have purchased this in 1977 would have been £1.95, and it is on the omnibus press. So there you go, released through omnibus press. And it has an ISBN number of 08600148878. And inside, let me check how many pages it has. I don't think it gives the page numbers, unfortunately. No, it doesn't. But it's got over, I would get, hold on, 120. It's got about 130 pages. So again, nice looking book. I will read you what it says on the back cover here. Hi, this is Elvis Presley. The Presley story told by the one person who really knew it, Elvis himself. Here, through the words of his rare interviews, press statements and fan messages, Elvis speaks. He speaks of his music, how rock and roll began, how he saw his future. He throws revealing sidelights on his childhood and upbringing, the girls in his life, when he bought his first car, speaks of his years in the army and the years of fame. This book brings to life an Elvis Presley unsuspected by his public or his critics, backed up by a unique collection of photographs, many of them very rare pictures of the raw young Elvis in action. People don't really know the true story, said Elvis in his last statement to the press. Here is a chance to know at least some of it. So again, I haven't read this book. I've only just purchased it. When I've just walked through the door about 10 minutes ago, and I really wanted to get this shared with you all straight away. Many of you might already have this book in your collection. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book later today. But let's go through this book together. So you open it out, and again on the back, pure yellow design with an image of Elvis on the right there from the That's the Way It Is rehearsals. Look at that. And when I was looking at this book earlier today at the charity shop, look at that. I absolutely loved that there. So Elvis in his own words. And you can see this was distributed by London, New York, Cologne and Sydney on the Omnibus Press. I don't know if this is a UK pressing. If anyone could help me with that, I'd really be appreciated. But I absolutely love that image of Elvis. And again, I don't know too much about that image. I was hopeful that they would put information beside that photo of when it was. So we've got the contents here again with that great image of Elvis from the 1950s. So the chapters are Introduction, The Early Messages to Fans, Elvis on Rock and Roll, Elvis Remembers His Childhood, The Early Legend, the movies, Elvis on Girls, Elvis Faces the 50s Press Part 1, Elvis and Uncle Sam, Elvis and Colonel Tom, Elvis and Recording, Elvis and the Critics, Elvis on Graceland, Elvis Faces the 50s Part 2, and the last chapter is The Last Statement to the Press. So I'm going to try and get close in here for you. You will see the information there is. It is a pressing from 1977, a first edition. When I was looking through this earlier, I can't wait to read it. And the images inside are just superb. So again, if I see anything in the book that captures my eye as I'm going through it statement-wise, I'll read it out for you. There we go. Great images here, aren't they? Here is the early messages to fans. Obviously, when I do read this book, which will be hopefully this coming week, I've got the new Peter Gorelnik book being delivered this week coming. So we'll try and get this book read before I make a start on the new Peter Gorelnik book. I see what it means. They are just superb images of Elvis here. I know some of my subscribers have been asking recently about my book flip-throughs when I'm going to be doing more. Now, most of the books that I have in my collection, I have done page-by-page flip-throughs for. So again, when I get new additions to my collection, I always do my best to do page-by-page flip-throughs. So again, two great images of Elvis there from the 1950s with the, on the left, the gold lame jacket. Page after page here, isn't there? Of great images of the king of rock and roll. I love this one. That's a great image, isn't it? Two famous images of Elvis there. What I will do, rather than reading out some things from this book, I will flip through it, and then what I will do, once I've read it, I will go through it robustly and talk through sections that I believe will really, you'll want. Look at that. Isn't that great there? Love that. The image on the left, you all know, that's on the debut album of Elvis. I love the black and white design of this book as well. All inside is black and white images. Absolutely superb. Loving it. I hope you're enjoying this along with me. This is the early legend. Another great image here. You know, throughout his career, his style was just on top. Elvis was ahead of his time with his style, in my opinion. I just love these parts where they're centre pages with their fuller image. They're great. So this is obviously Elvis and Anne Margaret, the movies. When I talk to fellow Elvis fans about Elvis, the movie part of his career is probably my least knowledgeable area. But I'm getting better with my knowledge on Elvis Presley's movie career. They are superb images here from his movie career. I'm hoping not going too fast for you. This is just a generalization of what this book looks like inside. Some images I've just not seen before. This first one I've not seen before. You know, looking through this with you all, I just can't wait to have a proper read of this throughout the coming week and then being able to give a thorough review on this once I've finished reading it. Again, you know, I love doing flip throughs, but I also love giving information about the book and selected talks about what's inside. That's a great one. I just love it. Absolutely loving this. Most of the images inside I have seen before, but again, some of them I haven't. Not too many more pages to go. Elvis and Colonel Tom. I cannot wait to read the new Peter Gorel-Nick book on Elvis's relationship with Colonel Tom. Have you all ordered it yourself? We all know that Peter Gorel-Nick does great books, great reads. Yeah, great image from Stay Away Joe there. As I was saying, you can still get a hold of this book on eBay. I have seen it for 10, 15, 20 pounds. But for me paying £1 for this book, absolutely what a superb price from a charity shop. You get good finds in charity shops. As long as you're going into charity shops and having a good look around, you'll always find something of interest. I've picked up some great bargains along the way from charity shops at Graceland here. That is, as you all know, on my bucket list of things to do. Look at that. What a great image there. Infamous image of Elvis. That's a great image, isn't it? Jailhouse Rock. Charo. Coming to the end of the book now. I hope you're all enjoying this flip through. Even for the pictures alone, you know, it's just a great book. Uh, 68 special. So a couple of more pages, I believe. Just pause on any of this upload if you're wanting to see the images better. And obviously the last 2 pages are his funeral. And that back page. So again, what a great charity shop find today while I was out in Coventry. Elvis, in his own words, by Mick, Farren and Pearce Marchbank, a £1 charity shop find, a first pressing from 1977. Thank you all for taking the time out to return to my channel today. Hope this all finds you well. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. And as always, please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music. Lots of love, everybody. Speak real soon. Bye-bye.